Hi friends, it's Danielle and I am about to break open the book, The Silent Patient, and I thought I would try out my first reading vlog for this book. I don't know a ton about this book, but I'll tell you what I know. This is about a woman who kills her husband and she stops talking after his death, and I think she's in a mental institution. And it's a mystery thriller, so we try to figure out what really happened. I don't know if maybe one of the teasers is maybe she really didn't kill him, or maybe he was a really bad husband and beat her, and that, I don't know. I don't know anything. Very excited. This, I think it's a 2019 release, and it did really well. Like, so many people have told me to read this. 2019. I'm not sure if it won an award on the Goodreads awards, yearly award. For sure the top 3 in the mystery thriller category. It is, at least my copy, about 320 pages. I am a slow reader, but I am trying to read about 50 pages a day. I might bump it up to 75 to get through this a little bit more quickly. We will see. I just finished The Green Mile, sidebar, minutes ago, and I think I'll at least start this tonight. I might not get a full 50 pages in. Day 1 might technically be tomorrow, but I kind of want to crack it open. So we'll see you when we see you. All right, Chef Philip, what are we having today?
Tortellini with sausage and mascarpone.
It looks delish. What's your favorite book? This is a book vlog.
Count of Monte Cristo.
I've never read it.
2 thumbs up. It's long, but
5
it's good.
stars?
5 stars. Welcome
back to the vlog. We are 2 days into reading, about 100 pages in. I've done 50 pages both days. I feel so much pressure because I've gotten a lot of messages and comments from people who love this book, wanting me to read it, waiting to hear how much I love it. And I feel like pressure to love it. And if I don't, I feel like it's rude to the people who love it, which is just kind of stupid. But I don't like it so far. Now, I'm only 100 pages in and we're still setting up the story. Nothing much has happened. I'm having trouble with some of the writing, and I just hate to sound snotty and superior, but this is just like my pet peeve when dialogue seems unnatural. So the narrator of this story is a psychotherapist. I think that's what his title is. This main character changes jobs and he's meeting his new coworkers. And the first thing one of his coworkers says to him as he's introducing himself is, "Hi, I'm from," I can't remember where he's from. He's from another European country. "And I didn't know any English before I moved here 7 years ago." Like, no one would say that as their first conversation with someone. And that stuff just sticks out to me because it makes me think of the author. And to me, if you're in a really good story, you shouldn't think of the author at all. The author should be invisible and you are just immersed in this story. And a few times, maybe a handful of times, I've been distracted by thinking, this person wouldn't say that. This person wouldn't do that. This therapist would not say these things, and I just keep getting distracted. But I still have a lot of hope because I think that this book has a ton of twists, and so I'm hoping as I get into the meat of the story, my problems with some of the writing will kind of float away and I will forgive them because I'll be so enthralled with the mystery. We will see if the tide changes for me. morning. For us, it's Monday morning, and it is 9. In case you don't believe me. 9 below 0. You see the negative sign? We are in an extreme cold snap. Let's see, I overslept and I have my coffee. I'm getting my planning done. I use a happy planner for like YouTube stuff, etc. And an Erin Condren for my personal stuff. And I like to do that on Monday mornings. And then we have the silent patient. I am on page 237. I think there's like 80 pages left. I hope to finish today, and I like it much better now. It's getting really good. Are you having some whipped cream too? You say hi? Hi. Okay. So obviously we are in the meat of it, and I can just tell this author is comfortable at this part of the book. There's already been like a few twists that I didn't see coming. I have no idea what's going on or what's going to happen. Sometimes I don't even like to try to figure it out, because if I get it right, I get kind of annoyed because it wasn't a surprise. And if I get it wrong, I kind of am down on myself. So I'm just kind of along for the ride. So there are a lot of characters in this book and mostly don't have a big role, but now all of a sudden, maybe they have a bigger role than we thought. So it's kind of one of those. I haven't really been annoyed as much with the writing. I think just as he set up the story, he said some things that just really like took me out of the story and questioned the choices of words. But now I think he's in his comfort zone and it's so good. But I do want to give you another example of like something that distracted me. Okay, so the narrator is this psychotherapist, and he changes jobs to another facility, and he goes into his new boss's office for the first time. So he walks into the office. I turned the handle and the door creaked open. I was immediately struck by the smell inside the room. It smelled different from the rest of the hospital. It didn't smell like antiseptic or bleach. Rather bizarrely, it smelled like an orchestra pit. It smelled of wood, strings and bows, polish and wax. It took a moment for my eyes to become accustomed to the gloom. So when I read that, I thought, what a beautiful simile. It smells like an orchestra pit, like so random and beautiful. But as his eyes become accustomed to the light, I noticed the upright piano against the wall. 20 odd metallic music stands gleamed in the shadows, and a stack of sheet music was piled high on a table. A violin, oboe, I'm not reading now, flute, harp. Does anyone else get bothered by things like that? Like, homeboy has such a good nose that he smelled an orchestra pit, and then there happened to be musical instruments all in the psychiatrist's office. Like, that, no, that wouldn't happen. And if it did, the author should explain that he has like a genius nose, or played in an orchestra himself so that he would have this smell down. I don't know. That stuff bothers me because it's just weird. But I don't want to be negative. All that's over for now. I forget. 85 pages left. I have no idea what's going to happen. There are so many loose ends right now. So we'll see. See ya hopefully in several hours. Hi friends, I finished The Silent Patient last night, and I'm going to tell you my thoughts. I think I'm gonna rate this a 3.4. I didn't want to rate it a 3, and I didn't want it to round up to a 4 on Goodreads, so just right below 3.5. It was good, it was thrilling, it was a page turner. I read this very quickly. The twist was good, however, I did guess it. I think yesterday I said, I'm gonna try not to think about it. And then right after that, it kind of clicked to me what was going on. But that's okay. And it was good. The more I think about it, all these plot holes keep coming up. But it was very entertaining, very thriller-esque. And another thing that I'm wondering is, I don't know if I love thrillers like I used to. I like to know more about the characters and get inside their heads and just have a long, boring story about characters. And thrillers are about plot and twists and being fast-paced. So take my, 3.4 is a great review, but I know people love this and I didn't, but take that with a grain of salt because I don't know if I love thrillers anymore. I'm very glad I read this. I do recommend it, and let me know in the comments what you thought of this book if you have read it. And thank you for watching my first reading vlog. I hope you have a wonderful day and take care. Bye.